Grant 3 wishes before noon. Grant 3 wishes before noon. Grant 3 wishes before noon. Welcome back to chapter reviews of The Land of Stories, Book 3, A Grimm's Warning, right there. This chapter, it starts right after when Alex and Connor finally talk to each other through the mirror. It focuses on Alex, the sister. She is happier where she's at. In the fairy kingdom. Every day she wakes up happy, smiling. She has a unicorn that helps her with her tasks, something that she's trying to complete. She keeps saying, I gotta make 3 wishes before noon. 3 wishes before noon. So off to the first wish. She comes to this little cottage, shack, old place, old lady, 3 sisters there. She helps them, but when I was reading, I was like, man, beggars can't be choosers. And it says it in the book too. When you get help, appreciate it. Then she goes out to the second wish. She's trying to help people. The second wish, she's trying to get water for the village. Something goes wrong. On the third wish, she comes. The unicorn takes her to a farmer that needs a little help. But once he sees her, he's like, "No, don't need your help." Why? She's been there before. Yes, you gotta read the book to find out exactly what I'm talking about. After she helps and completes her 3 wishes, she rushes back to the grandmother's chambers, bedroom, her room, to learn a new lesson from her grandma. Alex pretty much like in the book, they explain the room of the grandma. In the beginning, she explains her own room, what she has. And yes, you have to read the book to find out what all the details are. Alex keeps telling the grandma why every time I try to help somebody with the wish, something goes wrong. Like every time she feels depressed that she can't do it, that's when stuff happens. So the grandma, what does she do? She takes her out of the room and takes her into this long hallway. And the hallway is they call it the Hall of Dreams. I was in awe. This hall kind of inspired me because sometimes when people need help, they don't really want to ask for help. When the grandmother is giving Alex the lesson, she tells her, it's like there's so many fairies, but so many dreams out there, so many people to help, that these people might be helped by the fairies just with a little one flick and you're done. There you go. You're struggling with money. Bam, the fairy will go, boom, you got the money somehow. You want to be a good sports player. Fairy comes, boom, there you go. You're a good sports player. But sometimes the fairies can't be there. And other people that don't get the fairy help, they get the help from, call it, role models. I've heard through somebody, they said, who has role models? I'm kind of going away from the review right now, but it kind of fits in this chapter. This person asked, who has a role model? A lot of people said, this is wrong, a role model. This other person is my role model. But this person says, I don't have a role model. I do my own thing to be the best as I could. Okay, but you know, everybody should have role models. Like right here, um, I got this from dictionary.com. Role model. It's a noun. A person whose behavior, example, or success is or can be emulated by others, especially by younger people. Emulated is a verb to try to equal or excel. Imitate with effort to equal or surpass. I don't want to be like anybody, but you still have to have a role model. If let's just say, let's go with musicians. If guitars never existed, how would I get inspired to play the guitar? Or not if they didn't exist, if there was no guitarists out there, but the guitars did exist, how will I get inspired to play the guitar? You have to have a role model. See, at first, um, when this person said, who has a role model, I was like, I don't have role models. Like I just do whatever I feel like doing, like whatever attracts me. But after reading this chapter, I'm like, I do have role models. As a fairly new YouTuber, I have my own YouTube role models that I look up to. I'm not going to be them. One of them is Yusuf Erakat. From people may know him from FouseyTube, Dose of Fousey, or the Katz family. And, he has his whole family there. I'm not going to be him. I'm not going to try to be him. I am my own me. His depression and anxiety, I can relate so much in that part. And the way he overcomes it really helps me. There's another YouTuber that is a role model to me, and it's Brian G. Johnson. He helps people with YouTube, how to bring more subscribers to your channel. What's the best tips? You have your thumbnails that you gotta learn how to do. You gotta edit. You gotta learn how the lighting. The audio. I got a Rode. The medium one is like the $50 one, but it's still a good microphone. Filmic Pro. That's one of the apps that I got to enhance my videos. I really like this chapter. This was 100% something I needed to hear. Something that it needed to open, to realize it's like, wow, you do need a role model. You do need somebody to be there to not follow, but like, if this person can do it, I can do it, but in my own way. I really hope, Chris Colfer, I thank you so much for this book, especially this chapter. It really made me see, hey, there's a lot of role models for everything. Hopefully you get to see this, and keep up the good work with this book. And hopefully there's other books. My daughter read all of them. She says that the last one, it kind of stays in or it gives you a cliffhanger, like, oh, there's gonna be more, and it's like, I don't know, I thought it was gonna be the last one. I really enjoyed this chapter, and hope everybody can get it at the library. Get this book at the library. Read it, buy the whole series. I really want to do chapter or book 1 and 2 after this book, so comment down below what you think, and we'll see you next time. Bye.